A lot of people will tell you that younger women are drawn to older men, and to some degree, that's true. But here's the catch. Just because there's an initial attraction doesn't mean that everything an older man does is automatically appealing. In fact, men in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s often make certain mistakes that actually turn younger women off. These are habits that might seem harmless or even flattering at first, but they can quickly reveal a lack of self-awareness or a genuine connection. Whether it's the way you act, the way you speak, or even how you present yourself, these things can make or break your chances with a younger woman. In today's video, we're diving into 7 unattractive habits that older men often fall into without even realizing it. And I'll also share some advice on how to avoid these pitfalls so you can make a better impression and build a real connection with younger women. Stick around, because these small changes can make a huge difference. First mistake: insecurity about age. One of the biggest turn-offs for younger women is when an older man is insecure about his age. It's not the number itself that bothers them, it's how the man reacts to it. Constantly pointing out how old you are, making jokes about being too old for something, or even getting anxious when age is brought up can all be major red flags. What younger women really appreciate is confidence. If you seem embarrassed or defensive about your age, it makes the whole interaction feel awkward. Instead of stressing over the age gap, focus on what you bring to the table: your experience, emotional maturity, and stability, qualities that younger women often find attractive. And if the topic of age does come up, handle it with confidence and maybe even a little humor. Say something like, "I like to think I've aged like fine wine," and move on. At the end of the day, confidence is far more attractive than the number itself, so don't let insecurity overshadow the connection you're trying to build. Second mistake: bragging about wealth or status. If you think talking about money, cars, or career achievements will impress a younger woman, think again. Bragging about wealth or status can actually have the opposite effect. It often comes across as insecure or even disrespectful, as if you believe money is the only way to gain her interest. Younger women can usually tell when someone is trying too hard to show off, and it's not an attractive look. What they're usually drawn to in older men is confidence, emotional intelligence, and kindness, not flashy displays of wealth. Instead of boasting, focus on being authentic and showing genuine interest in who she is as a person. If your success naturally comes up in conversation, share it in a way that feels humble rather than like you're trying to prove something. For example, instead of saying, "I make a lot of money," talk about what you enjoy about your work or the goals you've achieved without making it the main focus. Authenticity is far more appealing than trying to impress her with material things. Let her see the real you, not just what you think will dazzle her. Third mistake: over-glorifying her. A mistake many older men make is putting a younger woman on a pedestal, acting as if she's flawless and can do no wrong. While this might seem flattering at first, it can quickly become uncomfortable for her. When you treat someone like they're perfect or constantly praise them in an exaggerated way, it can feel suffocating. No one wants to live up to an unrealistic version of themselves. Younger women, like anyone else, want to be seen for who they really are, not as some idealized fantasy. Instead of over-glorifying her, appreciate her for the real qualities that make her unique and interesting. Compliment her, but don't overdo it. Let her know you admire her, but also treat her like an equal, someone you can connect with on a deeper level. Balance is key. Show interest, but don't make her feel like she's the only thing that matters. Fourth mistake: trying too hard to seem young. One of the biggest turn-offs for younger women is when an older man tries too hard to seem young. It's something they can spot from a mile away. Whether it's dressing in clothes that don't suit your age, forcing yourself to use slang, or pretending to be into trends just to fit in, it often comes across as unnatural and even cringeworthy. What younger women actually appreciate in older men is their maturity and self-assurance. If you're constantly trying to prove you're still young, it can give the impression that you're not comfortable in your own skin. Instead of forcing yourself to blend in, own your age with confidence. Dress in a way that reflects your personality, not just what's trendy. Be yourself in conversations instead of making forced jokes or references to things you don't genuinely care about. Younger women are often drawn to older men for their confidence, stability, and life experience, things they don't always find in guys their own age. So the best way to connect, just be yourself. Fifth mistake, acting like a know-it-all. Imagine having a conversation with a younger woman, and every time she shares a thought, you immediately correct her or jump in with your better version of things. This kind of know-it-all behavior is something younger women find incredibly off-putting. It can come across as condescending, as if you don't respect her intelligence or opinions. Younger women value conversations where they feel heard and treated as equals, not like students in a lecture. Acting like you always have the right answer can make her feel small and create an imbalance that's anything but attractive. Instead, focus on listening and engaging with her as an equal. Even if you have more life experience, don't use it to overshadow her ideas. Ask questions, show curiosity about her perspective, and share your thoughts without making it seem like your way is the only way. True confidence isn't about dominating the conversation, it's about respecting and valuing her voice. Sixth mistake, being overly polite. Believe it or not, being too polite can actually be a turn-off. If you're excessively formal, constantly saying please and thank you for every little thing, or treating her like she's fragile, it can make interactions feel stiff and unnatural. Of course, respect is important, but younger women appreciate someone who feels comfortable and relaxed around them. Instead of overthinking every word, focus on being yourself. Treat her with kindness, but don't be so cautious that it feels like you're walking on eggshells. Real confidence comes from being natural and comfortable in your interactions. Laugh when it feels right, speak casually, and let your personality shine through. Seventh mistake, neglecting personal grooming. This one is huge. If you don't take care of your appearance, younger women will definitely notice, and not in a good way. Neglecting personal grooming can make it seem like you're not putting in any effort, which can be a major turn-off. This includes things like unkempt facial hair, wrinkled clothes, or poor hygiene. Younger women want a man who takes pride in his appearance, as it reflects self-respect and consideration for others. You don't need to be a model, but looking clean, put together, and well-groomed makes a huge difference. Trim your beard, wear clothes that fit well, and make sure you're fresh and presentable. These small efforts show that you care, not just about how you look, but also about the time you're spending with her. All right, guys, if you recognized any of these behaviors in yourself, don't worry, it's never too late to make a change. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment with your thoughts or any questions you have. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.